It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. It's December 1st. It's time for the last two UFC cards of the year before they go on this insane break. 6 weeks. Do I have that right? They're not going until January 24th. That is unprecedented shit. What are we going to do with ourselves? Luckily, we don't have to worry about that right now, because right now we're going to break down the 5 most confident picks for UFC 323 Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan. I got to start with Merab. We got to start with Merab, the real smashing machine. Move aside, Mark Kerr. Merab is a huge problem. We'll talk about it, but Petr Yan, I think, is getting taken down. The entries are going to be really working for Merab. I think he's a lock here. Payton Talbott over Henry CeJudo. Son of a bitch. I'm so sorry, Henry. Henry, forgive me. I'm sorry, my friend. We'll talk about it. Mansoor Abdul-Malik over Tricolli. I know he's minus 1,000. Well, I didn't say bet on it. I just said it was a confident pick. Here's a much better, more bettable one. Iwo Baranowski over Ibo Aslan. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Merab, Payton Talbott, Mansoor Abdul-Malik, Iwo, got it. Jalen Turner over Edson Barbosa. Those are going to be my 5 most confident picks for UFC 323, the last pay-per-view. Insane. Insane that they moved away from the pay-per-views. I did not anticipate this day would come. You know, it's just such a proven business model. I mean, how could you have a better business model than making your fans pay fucking $80, $70 for a pay-per-view? You know, that's a lot of money. What was it, 100 for the Floyd Conor fight? I mean, this is just a great business. So to move away from it and go into like you're the NFL or like you're these other sports, I don't know. We'll see how it works. I'm optimistic. I think it'll be great for growing the sport. I do think more people obviously will be able to watch, and I'm excited about it. But wow, this being the last pay-per-view, right there in the feels. You know what else is right there in the feels? The fucking champ's legacy. Merab Dvalishvili is the man. Merab Dvalishvili getting these takedowns against Petr Yan, it just seems like it's almost like I've seen it before, you know? The problem here is Petr Yan can't stop Merab from getting to the hips. Now, he does a great job once people get to his hips. That's the second part of the story. We'll get to that chapter, okay, after this one. But the first thing to understand is that Merab should be able to get to the hips of Petr Yan. Why? Because Petr Yan fights with his hands way up in the air, okay? So his arms aren't down there by the nether regions where Merab likes to grab those legs, scoop them up, single leg dumps, right? High crotch, double leg. He's going to be able to get into his entries nicely against Petr Yan. That is just something Petr Yan gives away for the high guard. Now, what is the high guard used for? For clubbing punchers. And you know what? Merab likes to club a little bit when he punches, but there's no power there. There's no power. There's not a lot to worry about. So that high guard shit isn't that effective. Like, it isn't, you don't need that ability against Merab. You could fight with your hands down a little bit against Merab. You're going to want them to defend those takedowns. Okay, so he's already late to the party. Now, what about when he gets to the hips? Well, Merab doesn't really need all the takedowns. Even if you stuff one, he'll shoot again. And if you stuff that one, he'll shoot again. He's not one of these guys who shoots twice around, but when they shoot, be careful. You know, Merab will shoot 10 times. He doesn't care. He'll literally shoot twice a minute. He does not care. And that's an issue, because Petr Yan will get tired in 25 minutes, and Merab just seems to not. So Merab's a lock here. Vegas knows that. I think he's like minus 500 or something. See if I could find it. I'm not seeing it, but I think it's minus 500. And that makes sense. Here it is. Minus 400. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought. But that makes sense. Petr Yan does not seem like the guy who could beat Merab. Merab's actually seems like a pretty bad matchup for him. He's got the championship experience now. Why would this be different from the first fight other than Merab dominating more? Henry CeJudo versus Payton Talbott. I'm sorry, Henry. Payton Talbott's a foot taller. He's in his prime. I'm rooting for Henry CeJudo. I think Henry can get a takedown. I mean, we've seen the way we saw Payton Talbott lose was Raoni Barcelos getting a hold of him, dragging him onto the floor, using the wrestling. That's clearly what Henry's got to do. But if you look throughout Henry's MMA career, it really isn't a ton of wrestling highlights. It's a lot of striking. He has beautiful takedowns. That's how he won the title with those inside trips against Mighty Mouse. But in general, he's a bit of a kickboxer, and then he uses the wrestling, as sort of the second phase to the game. Here, how is he supposed to close the distance against Payton Talbott in that big-ass cage? It's not even like they gave him the little apex cage where he could probably cut Payton Talbott off to get a hold of him, like the Brazilian did. That's not the cards he was dealt here, okay? You don't have the cards. Henry, you don't have the cards. And I think Payton Talbott does here. I think he lets his hands go, probably gets Henry out of there. Oh, shit, sucks. Sorry, Henry. I'm going Payton Talbott. Mansour Abdul-Malik over Tricolli. Tricolli is not very good. His biggest accomplishment is dating Mackenzie Dern. In the UFC, he's getting finished. I think he's getting finished in this fight against Mansour Abdul-Malik. Mansour Abdul-Malik, pretty much better at everything, but especially if he can get the takedowns here, he should be able to dominate Tricolli. Let's say he gets him out of their second or third round. Ibo Aslan, I mixed up my nickname for him. I butchered that one. Rewind that. Ibo Aslan versus Iwo. Ibo versus Iwo. Baranowski. You got to go Baranowski here. Why do I say that? Because Baranowski should be able to dominate him on the ground. Ibo Asman's booty on the ground. You saw how basic and like cookie cutter that half guard head and arm choke was that Ion Cutelaba hit him with. When Ion Cutelaba is submitting you, you got some fucking problems, okay? That's not good. I feel like this Polish dude is going to be able to smoke Ibo Aslan because think about it. Like Ibo Aslan's a good, powerful striker. Iwo takes people out all the time. Plenty of knockouts on the record. A lot of ground and pound, but he could fucking strike too. So I don't even see an advantage for Ibo Aslan on the feet. So I'm going to absolutely lock the Polak. I could say that I'm 40% Polish, okay? I get the Polak card. All right? Give me Iwo Baranowski. Edson Barbosa versus Jalen Turner. I'm going to go with Jalen Turner. Why would I go with Jalen Turner? Edson Barbosa looked his age in that last fight. I have to look at that fight against Drakkar Klose and be honest and say that he looked like his timing was off. He got tired. He got hurt and didn't recover well. Didn't fight very well against a pretty basic gatekeeper. I go as far to say journeyman, right? In Drakkar Klose. Yeah, Klose is not enough for Drakkar Klose. You can't just be getting to decision with Drakkar Klose and hang your hat on that, Edson. Edson's a great Thai striker, but I think Jalen Turner, I just saw him over at Lights Out Extreme Fighting 28. He was cage side with his little babies, his little kids. He got a boy and a girl who are sweethearts. And man, he is a tall dude for the weight class. I think that Jalen Turner is going to be able to stick and move here and potentially even unleash the grappling on Edson Barbosa. As long as he defends the kicks, he should have this thing. Jalen Turner has shown he's taken some time away from the sport, so the rust is something to think about. If you do want to slide somebody else in, maybe like a Chris Duncan over a Terrance McKinney, you could slide in. I just gave you a 6 most confident pick. You're welcome. But I'll pick Jalen Turner over Edson Barbosa. All right. One more time for my people in the back. Jalen Turner over Edson Barbosa. Iwo over Ibo. Payton Talbott over Henry Cejudo. Merab Dvalishvili over Petr Yan. And of course, Mansour Abdul-Malik over Antonio, right? Tricolli. This tall ass 6'5" kickboxer. Those are my most confident for the card. All right, let's fucking eat. How's everybody doing? Do we want to talk a little bit about the drama? Of course we do. Of course we do. My first question for you. Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised that it's Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje and not Arman Tsarukyan? Are you really surprised? Have you not been paying attention with how Dana White does things? Do you see a pattern here? It's almost like reliable fighters like Justin Gaethje, who show up consistently, who when Max Holloway points to the ground, he goes, okay, and he fucking bangs it out, whether he's going to go to sleep or not, who fights anybody. Those dudes, they get love from the UFC. They get opportunities. They're exciting. Fans love them. UFC loves them. They're going to get opportunities. A dude like Arman Tsarukyan, on the other hand, who pulls out the day before weigh-ins when he has a huge title fight and he's the main event of a pay-per-view, who pulls out the day before weigh-ins because his back hurts and then is seen a few days later training a few miles this way over in Costa Mesa at Ruka. My buddy Sebastian, shout out to him, saw him at Sprouts with Hamzat Chimaev. A couple days after that, it's like, that's not a good look, you know? That was bad. You think the UFC is just going to let him bounce back one win over Dan Hooker and he bounced? No. They're going to keep him. They're going to make him earn that title shot because they want to reward certain behavior and they want to discourage other behavior. And pulling out of a pay-per-view with a, you know, maybe it was serious, but maybe it wasn't. Injury? Yeah, that could be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett is what I expected, of course. But rumor has it, Adele fans out there, that Ilia Topuria and his wifey got some beef going on. Okay. Now, I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying that others are accusing him of putting hands on his wife. I'll tell you one thing. If Ilia Topuria lets his hands go, it's going to be bad. You know what I'm saying? So that is a horrific domestic violence case. If that's the case, hopefully that's not the case, right? Give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, the rumor is she tweeted something. I don't know. I haven't seen it. You guys know I keep it to picks around here. I guess in 2026, I got to talk about more of this shit because this is what you guys like to talk about. I just try to, you know, I try to stay in my lane. Doesn't always work. But I don't know what's going on with this shit. All I know is I hope Ilia Topuria is fighting very soon because not only is he one of the most exciting fighters in the world, he's one of the best fighters in the world, period. And you got to want to see him versus Paddy, him versus Arman Tsarukyan. These are fun fights. You know, Paddy versus Gaethje, I guess, yeah, I'll watch it. I guess why you guys are like, oh man. But if you're wondering why, it's very straightforward. They were not going to show love to Arman Tsarukyan. People are pissed off that the ladies are the co-main event. It is a massive ladies fight. Amanda Nunes versus the champ, the judoka, the Olympic gold medalist, Kayla Harrison. It's pretty sick. And Amanda Nunes, of course, the GOAT, to quote Clarissa Shields. The fight's awesome. I mean, that's massive for sure. It probably didn't help that the last ladies super fight that just happened was kind of a stinker. It wasn't the most entertaining thing ever to see Valentina Shevchenko just kind of coast with wrestling against. It's almost like she did this at the fucking against Alexa Grasso over at the Dome, the Sphere. That's right, the Sphere. You know, she's been liking the wrestling recently. But it's an awesome ladies fight, and then of course Alex Volkanovski got matched up again with Diego Lopes. Now that one, I'm with you guys. That one, I'm with you guys, because I think after that wicked Aaron Pico knockout, you could give Lerone Murphy a shot. Let him have a shot. Come on. Do they not want Lerone as champion because he fights to boring decisions more often than not? Possibly. That is possible. That does follow through. However, I think he earned it. I think it would be nice to see him. But bro, we just saw Volkanovski versus Lopes. We just saw that shit. That was less than a year ago. That was in April. Now they're going to fight again in January? It's kind of a quick turnaround. You lose the title fight, you beat up Gene Silva, and you're right back in? Like, damn, how thin is the division? Not really that thin. Movsar Evloev's over here like, yo, why, brother? Lerone Murphy's obviously upset. He's posting a video of him knocking out Evloev in the gym. Damn, son. Got to do him like that? Holy shit. Damn. I once grappled Bilal Muhammad at UFC Gym Oaklawn, and his girlfriend or whoever was there was filming it. I was thinking, am I going to be this post? This is going to be on Bilal's story, Made sure to keep that grappling match as competitive as I could. Bilal's pretty good. I don't know. I don't think you had to post that, Lerone. Jesus Christ. But hey, they're in the same division. They might fight. Fuck it. Run it. Right? How are you guys? Everybody had a good Thanksgiving? What say you, chat? Numero uno. Yes, you were the first comment. Torres Finney to retire GM3. I'm taking GM3 over Torres Finney. What's up, Finchman? Congrats again on the little one. Thank you. We did baby shower this weekend. For any of you following me on Instagram, at Mike Finch MMA, bitches. Thank you. I'm happy for you, and now I'm ready to get this money. Let's go. What's cracking? Bro, I think we got some solid bets this week. If you want to see what's cracking, DM at Mike Finch Show on Instagram. $100 off premium channel. Okay? We'll run it all week. $100 off for the year. You do the year, it's like half price anyway, and now it's past that, right? Okay? I hope I can get you that money back, your first fucking card. So let's go. DM at Mike Finch Show on Instagram. We won last card. Let's do it again. We won in November. Let's do it again in December. I'm feeling confident about this UFC pay-per-view. I really am. I definitely, got some big bets that I like on this card. There are some lines that I like. I like actually I like 3 dogs, but 2 dogs, and especially the lock of the night over on premium channel. So go check it out. I'm dropping it right after this. Direct message at Mike Finch Show on Instagram. We'll get you into premium channel. All you do is you download Telegram. We get you in. If you can't fucking download Telegram or something, I could always send you the pics, but get into the fucking Telegram. All right? Do it. It's fun. 350 to 500,000 estimated weekly illegal stream views under pay-per-view. Damn. Yeah. I mean, that might, if all the illegal streams come out and start watching the pay-per-views on Paramount Plus, maybe they'll be balling out on Paramount Plus subscriptions. They definitely got mine. Let's go, guys. Jan was injured in his first fight, and Merab fighting a bit too much this year. Wear and tear may be a factor. Jan could win a decision. I did think about that. Yeah, because everybody talks about the activity as a plus, and there is a big plus side. When you have that level of activity, you could just kind of find your flow state right away. You could fight your fight right away. The thing is, Merab's just such a tough matchup for Petr Yan. The gas tank, the ability, Petr Yan, it would be nice to fight Merab where he has trouble closing the distance and getting a hold of you. You really need to stop him before that. Petr's not good at that. Petr's response is always hands up, hands high. As soon as Merab gets past those fucking elbows and gets to the hips and gets a hold of your body, I don't see anybody stopping him. So I just think he's just gonna blitz through him, dude. Honestly. Jan will be hard to finish, but I'm gonna go Merab all day, homie. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? No, I don't. I never watched WWF, WWE in my life. My dad just used to say bad things about it. That's the PG version, okay? He used to say that WWE shit. All that's for not a nice word for homosexual people. That's what he used to tell me. He'd be like, it's fake. It's all fake. Okay? Don't watch that shit. Watch some real shit. Here's, UFC 4. I'm like, holy shit. This is awesome. So Papa raised me right in that regard. Okay. My dad's nuts, but he did get this, really inspired from watching fighting. And he'd always tell me, like, nobody can beat your ass, right? You got to make sure that you never scared of nobody. And I was always like, yeah, that makes sense. So I was training since I was a kid. Made sense to me. Great job on the last card, my man. I'll take 4-1 anytime. You know what I'm saying? Let's fucking go. I appreciate that love, Alex. Really appreciate that. Yeah, man. Let's run it. Let's make money. Confident in this week. Let's fucking go. I don't trust betting chalk money on Ewo. I got trust issues. Drake. Okay. You don't have to touch that one, That is not my lock of the night. It is not. Jalen Turner is the only favorite on paper. Huh? What? I can't trust a 39-year-old with a lazy eye. You know what I'm saying? Edson Barbosa. I got love for Edson Barbosa, but it's over, man. Anybody who's honest about that last fight with Drakkar Klose, you could see more than ever before the age. You could see the timing off. It's like, was he sick? What's going on? Watch, he'll be fucking super explosive in this one. Because Jalen Turner's got ring rust too. I mean, Jalen Turner was the last addition to the most confident. I was kind of comparing it to the Chris Duncan over Terrance McKinney pick. Like, because I like Chris Duncan because he's active. He's fighting great competition. He's durable as fuck. You can't really say those things about Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner, hasn't been fighting. Has shown an ability to shown that he'll find a way out if he wants to. There are some issues with Jalen Turner. Not to dunk on him too much because I'm probably going to see him again on Saturday. Wait, he's fighting on Saturday. No, saw him last card for Lights Out. I'll probably see him again in a future card for Lights Out. By the way, Lights Out 29 is going down this Saturday in Long Beach. You could get your tickets. You could get them right there on the social media pages. Like if you go to Instagram, Lights Out, boom, the ticket link is right there. I always have it up on the story too. If you guys want to see awesome fights live, you can come see your boy in Long Beach on Saturday, December 6th. It is Lights Out 29. You got Corvin Allen challenging for the flyweight title against Pablo Caballero. It is going to be fantastic. The card looks good top to bottom. A lot of talented amateurs on the prelims and a lot of really good featherweights on the main card. You guys can get your tickets online in advance. I will see you at Thunder Studios in Long Beach for Lights Out 29. Come say what's up. Cool? Am I done yapping? You guys done with me? Cool? All right. DM at MikeFinch'Show. Let's get you in the premium channel. Let's fucking eat this week. I'm dropping the dog tonight over in premium channel, lock of the week, and it's a fucking confident one. I will drop all my bets there, and then I will see you guys back here probably early in the week. Could even be tomorrow for the full card picks. Might as well. If not, I drop them after weigh-ins. All right. Fucking love you guys. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Until next time, it's peace and love.